Hello everyone, my name is Akshita Agrawal and I'm a clinical dietitian. The topic that I've chosen for today's video is indigestion. Now, everybody is suffering from indigestion, in some or the other way. The degree may be low to high, and the indigestion may be, in the form of constipation, gas, acidity, bloating, headaches, irritable bowel syndrome, even stomach ulcers. So indigestion is something which is becoming more and more common, and every second person is dealing with indigestion in some or the other form. So through this video I'll try to discuss all the probable causes, all the good healthy habits which can keep your digestion better, and then we'll discuss about certain foods that you can incorporate in your daily routine which will help you in dealing with indigestion. So let's start with causes. So first and foremost cause can be prolonged periods of stress. So people who are under a lot of stress, under a lot of pressure, they are overthinkers, they take a lot of tension. Unintentionally what they are doing is they are diverting all the blood supply to in the more important, the more preferred organs of the body, which is your heart, kidney, your muscles. But unfortunately the blood supply is not reaching your gut. So therefore your gut or intestine, they remain undernourished, they don't get the proper nutrition, so therefore their functioning is affected, therefore you get indigestion. Secondly, could be dehydration or lack of intake of sufficient water. People who drink very less water or drink beverages which are dehydrating often have been associated with having constipation and gas issues. Third important reason can be lack of physical activity. People who are who lead very sedentary lifestyle, especially during coronavirus and lockdown, people are are staying at home, they are not going to their gyms, they are not going to their offices. So people who have a long sitting hour job often tend to complain about indigestion due to lack of proper blood circulation in their body. Now, next reason can be the kind of diet that you're eating. So people who take a lot of junk food, any food which is rich in a lot of fried food, which is very rich in salt, very rich in sugar, has excess of refined foods like maida. They also complain a lot about indigestion because they these foods make you uncomfortable. They kill the good bacteria that is present in your gut, which helps you in digestion. Also, they create a lot of gas, they create a lot of discomfort in your body. Now as we are talking about diet, the very low fiber diet, people who consume very less fiber have also been associated with poor digestion, because a, it can lead to constipation. Second, it interferes with the regular bowel movement of your body, therefore leading to other issues like gas and bloating, headaches, etc. So therefore consuming a fiber rich diet is of utmost importance. Next important reason for indigestion can be consumption of too much alcohol, cigarettes, or too much caffeine. All these products are they are very stimulating. So when a person is constantly stimulated, the person will be producing a lot of acid in their body, and this acid will in turn destroy the friendly bacteria which are present in your gut, therefore leading to more indigestion and more weakening of the digestion. Also people who have weak immunity, and they fall sick very often, they take a lot of antibiotics. So these antibiotics, their primary role of the antibiotic is to kill the pathogen. Now whether or not that pathogen is helping the body, that the medicine cannot distinguish. Therefore you must have observed that after taking a dose of antibiotics, you often observe a decrease in your digestion. So this is the reason, the friendly bacteria in your gut, the percentage of them goes down. Now another important the final cause that might be leading to the indigestion is the gapping of the food. A lot of people have the habit of eating in long gaps, that is they take 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and the usual gap can vary from 5 hours to 8 hours. So my suggestion to them is that when you are eating after so much gap, so long gaps, a lot of acidity occurs in your body, a lot of gas and bloating occurs in your body, therefore weakening your digestion further. So the topics like constipation and acidity, I've done a detailed video on them, and I would be sharing the link with you in the description below. Also, about the stress and immunity, I will share the link in the description below. Now let us talk about the healthy practices that we must implement in order to boost our digestion, in order to increase our digestion. So first and foremost, like I said, that water consumption is very important. So drinking 8 to 10 glasses of water will ensure a healthy digestion. It will ensure your bowel movements are regular, the constipation doesn't happen. Second important thing that you need to do is regular physical activity. Making sure that you're active for at least 30 minutes a day is of utmost importance. Make sure that you're doing some or the other physical activity. It can be of any nature. You can do yoga, you can do zumba, you can do simple walking. Any kind of exercise is good, but making sure that you exercise every day will ensure a good blood circulation and therefore a healthy gut. Third important thing that you can do for your digestion is reducing the intake of junk food. So the lesser fried, the lesser refined, the lesser salt and sugar you take, the better your digestion will work. Another important thing that you can do for your digestion is managing the number of cups that you take for your coffee, or the amount of alcohol and cigarette in a day. The lesser they are, the better your digestion will work. Now let's talk about the fiber part. Now we talked about that fiber is very important for digestion, and low fiber diet is often leading to indigestion. So consuming soluble fiber will give you a special boost in improving your digestion. So the detailed sources of soluble and insoluble fiber I've discussed in the video that I will be sharing with you about constipation. And eating probiotics in your diet also helps you in boosting your digestion. In later part of this video, we'll discuss all about probiotics. Another important thing that I talked about was gapping of the food. So make sure that you eat in a interval of 2 to 3 hours between any two meals. So eating too frequently or eating in long gaps, both are harmful for your digestion. So make sure that any two meals are not placed closer than 1 hour, and they are not placed at a gap of more than 3 hours from each other. So say you had your meal at 10, first meal at 10, then make sure that next meal is placed by 12 or 12:30, not more than that. So the longer your gaps are, the more your digestion will suffer. Correcting the pattern of your eating will give a great boost to your digestion. Now let's talk about the foods that will give a boost to your digestion, the foods which will help you in improving your digestion. So like I said, that probiotics are very important when it comes to improving your digestion. So now let us understand that what are probiotics. A number of people left a comment in my section, comment section, saying that, ma'am, you talk about probiotics so much, at least explain what is probiotics. So here it is. Probiotics is nothing but the friendly bacteria boosting friendly bacteria that boost your digestion. So our intestine naturally has certain percentage of bacteria which will help in breaking down of the food. The acids or the juices that are produced break down the food, as well as these bacteria help in breaking down whatever is left in your stomach. Now due to some practices, like I said, taking too much antibiotics, having consistent acidity, consuming too much alcohol or cigarette, consuming too much caffeine, it reduces the percentage of these bacteria, therefore leading to indigestion. So when you take probiotics, probiotic replenishes the number of these bacteria, therefore giving a boost to your digestion. So what are the natural sources of probiotics? Curd is a very good example of taking natural source of probiotics. But in case you don't like curd, then you can go for the capsule form also, and you can go for the other probiotic preparations that are available in the market, obviously after suggestion of the doctor. Another important tip is that if you undertake any antibiotic course, make sure that you couple it with a probiotic course, because antibiotics will diminish the number of friendly bacteria, and probiotic will replenish them. So you might have often seen that after taking antibiotics you suffer a period of indigestion, so that will not happen. Now next food that can help you in boosting your digestion is turmeric or haldi. So consuming about 1 to 2 pinch of haldi in either your milk or your water is a very good idea, because it will take care of all the infection that accidentally entered your body through food or through dirty hands. Secondly, it will boost your immunity. Thirdly, it will help you in boosting your digestion, because it has very strong antioxidant known as curcumin. Next important food that you can include in your diet that will boost your digestion is sauf or fennel seeds. Now fennel has a property of reducing gas in the body, reducing bloating in the body. So consuming about 5 to 10 grams of sauf every day is a very healthy practice when it comes to your digestion. Next important food is choti ilachi or cardamom. Cardamom also has digestion boosting properties. So if you use them maybe 1 to 2 clove every day in your diet, that will also enhance your digestion. So you can take them in your milk, or you can put them in your tea, any which way that you like, but taking cardamom every day really helps in boosting your digestion. Now this was all about the foods or spices that you can take to enhance your digestion. One more tip that you can use for your digestion improvement is about vitamin B12. Now vitamin B12 has many important roles, but one of the major role that it has is in production of the friendly bacteria that are in your gut. So people who are deficient in vitamin B12 often suffer from indigestion. So getting yourself tested for B12 and taking its supplementation is a good idea if you are suffering from prolonged periods of indigestion and you can't figure out the reason for it. Now another important tip that can come handy when it comes to digestion is about the water intake. Some people say that we don't know how to take water, we should take it with the meals, after the meals. So here is a tip to boost your digestion. So when you take a large amount of water along with your meal, what happens is all the digestive juices that were released in your body to digest your food, they get diluted, so they are not able to work properly, thus the gas and the bloating. So what you can rather do is you can take the water in a sip by sip fashion post your meal, and after 1 hour of gap after from your meal, then you can take the water in any which way that you like. But taking water in a sip by sip fashion will ensure that not there is not so much water getting in your body that it dilutes the juices, and also the drinking of water will make the passage of the food easier for your intestine. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and if you like this video, do subscribe to my channel, do share it with your friends and family, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you.